What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We just trapping on this Sunday. You understand me? I got Mr. HTM Sports in the building with me. You understand? We just trapping on a Sunday. You know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. You understand me? Let's get it. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. Shout out to Miss Regina Green in the building. Jameson Taylor. Let's go. Let's hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building today. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Shout out to Peter Rizzo. Let's go. Yeah, we just trapping on a Sunday, man. You know the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. You understand? Church. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building. Shout out to Grady, Donaway, Mr. Peter Rizzo on Facebook. What's happening? Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking over there on HTM Sports. Yes, sir. We live in the building, man. And you already know what time it is. You know what we gotta do. You know what we must do. We must make these haters hate, man. Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad, man. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Double R in the building. What's happening? Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I promise. Let's get it.
That would make them hate, hey. Cause we just getting cake
and they just in the way. Hey, let's crank this thing on up. Let's crank this thing on up. What's happening with you, Mr. HTM Sports in the building? What's going on?
Man, living righteous, my boy. It's on this fine Sunday. We finna have communion over here, my boy.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. We got Henny in the trap on a Sunday. We got that communion going on. You know what I'm saying? The wine and crackers. But you already know what's going on, man. We just in here vibing with some cowboy convos. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. But, you know, I think they said it might be a bird, a plane. Nah, what it is? Breaking news, nefarious news, that's what it is. I didn't even know. That was totally unplanned, man. That was totally unplanned. That's crazy. Very strange. But
be like that sometimes.
We just heard some news saying that Mr. Trayvon Diggs has shared a post with him saying, somebody saying him going to the Giants, Mr. ATM. He shared a post. Is that April Fool? That must be April Fool. That's what that is. That's April Fool. Gotta be. Was that yesterday? Because he might have been on some April Fool's jokes type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man. We know it didn't happen, but we talking about him. The mere fact of him sharing it is very alarming. That's what we saying. Shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Trap Boy Flock, Miss Elder Lockhart, T Smooth TV, Tammy Montoya. What's happening? You know that's fake news, Grady. Y'all know that. But we just concerned with him sharing the stuff. Like, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? It's showing me that he's a tad bit disgruntled, ain't it, Mr. Hen?
Well, when you start playing with folks' money, you know, that's usually what happens. You know, everything be cool and copacetic as long as the bread there. But, you know, like, this man has made an all-pro selection. He's made 2 Pro Bowl selections.
Facts.
And, you know, it's time for him to get a contract extension. So, basically, where he stands right now in the grand scheme of things, Trayvon Diggs is playing on a 1-year deal worth $2 million, right? And when you look at the other guys on the team, I know he's not on the team anymore, but Anthony Brown made $6 million last year. We know damn well, no, he wasn't better than him. Jordan Lewis is still on the team. He's making damn near $5 million. We know that he's not better than Trayvon. So, you look around like you're the best corner on the team. Even with Stephon Gilmore there, you're still the best corner on the team.
Facts.
And you're getting paid like you just rotational guy.
Yeah, they playing with him, man. We understand that he is, top 5 in the league, regardless of how high or low you are on the young man. You cannot sell him short. We know exactly how talented he is. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboys need to make sure they don't be disrespecting nobody, man. They'll piss somebody off quick, wanting him.
Boy, instantly.
The Cowboys will piss somebody off quick. But I got a few things I want to talk about, so let me crank it up for y'all real smoothly. Let me see. You got a TV on or something?
Yeah, that was the phone. That's all.
Yeah. Bam. Let's see. Bam. So now they listed a list of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league right now. You got Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, a.k.a. the Jets. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Russell Wilson making $49 million, Kyler Murray making $46 million, Deshaun freaking man Watson, I'm sorry, Mr. Eastside. I'm sorry. But he's making $46 million. Pat Mahomes making $45 million. Josh Allen making $43. And Dak Prescott at $40. Daniel Jones at $40. Matthew Stafford at $40. And Derek Carr at $37. Trap. So, people give my boy Dak Prescott all this drama about his little measly $40 million, measly to them, you know what I'm saying? But out of this list of quarterbacks, Dak Prescott is better than a lot of these guys, in my opinion. Hen, what you think? I would take Dak over Derek Carr for sure. I would take him over Matthew Stafford. I don't care what you say. I'll take him over Daniel Jones. And let's see. I'll take him over Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson right now. So we can fight about it. We can do it however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a big argument. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, what you showed is just annual money. This is not even the actual cap here, because we all know that Dak Prescott this year is only making like $24 million.
Yeah.
So that's just annual money. This is like what that contract breaks down to a year. But we already know that Dak has never cost his team $40 million in a single season.
Yeah.
Even when he got his new money, his cap hit was $17 million. Then it was $19 million. Then they restructured it, and now it's $20-something million. So even though he's a $40 million contract, he's going into the third year of his extension and has never cost the Dallas Cowboys $40 million against the cap. So I don't want y'all to keep that in mind. When you look at these numbers, like, well, that's too much. Well, no. First and foremost, you're not paying them. You ain't got $40 million to give nobody. You ain't got $40 million to give yourself, so don't even worry about it.
Don't do them like that, man.
Hold on. I'm just letting it be known. You stay in your tax bracket. You're not paying nobody. First and foremost, this is the beautiful thing about it. We love to spend other people's money, so let's spend other people's money.
Yeah.
Secondly, he's not even costing $40 million, right? 3 years on his extension so far have all been under $30 million. Right, the first 2 years were cheap, and then we restructured this third year. And let's keep it real. Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. The first 4 years of his career, he only made $2 million over the course of that contract.
Facts.
So Dak Prescott has been cheap for you the entire time. The only time that Dak Prescott has cost over $30 million against the cap is when the front office franchise tagged him. He didn't even have a choice.
Yeah, and that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% on them. But even the people that's low on Dak, you can't tell me he ain't better than Derek Carr, Matthew Stafford right now, Daniel Jones for sure, Kyler Murray for sure, and Russell Wilson after last year. Now, the Quincy Kelvin talking about not Russell, but you must have failed to realize Dak beat him head to head in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And Dak didn't have the weapons Russ had over there last year and had a much, 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 much better showing than he did. Right or wrong, here.
For all y'all mad at Dak Prescott, like Dak Prescott only had CD Lamb, and he threw for more passing touchdowns. And he actually went to the playoffs and won a playoff game last year with with Noah Brown and Michael Gallup, rating out in the lower percentile of wide receivers in both play, production, and separation. So, like Dak Prescott went crazy. Russ over there got some heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? He got Cortland Sutton. He got
Jared Judy.
Jared Judy. He got tight ends. He got everything you could ask for. He got a running game. He got a defense that was only allowing like 12 points a game. So, like to not be able to win, is very damning over there. And we're not saying if you look at their overall career resumes, like you could say that Russell Wilson is better because of the more Pro Bowl selections in the Super Bowl and Super Bowl win. But we're talking about just recently. Like all that stuff happened before Dak Prescott was even in the league.
Facts.
If you look at their cumulative numbers since 2016, Dak Prescott's been a better quarterback.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. And then what happened? What have you done for me lately, Mr. Hen? You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to say. See, when you don't like a player, they use his immediate stats. And then if that's going to get them the advantage. If you do like a player, you use the old ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like they going to find a way to move that goalpost, kick that can down the road to try to make themselves be right. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
But that's yet to be seen. Now, Deshaun Watson, I ain't going to lie, at his peak, him and Dak, they was to me, they was real close. And I got a lot of respect for Deshaun because of what he did in college. But in the NFL, Dak has been the better quarterback, I believe. He's had the better production, and he's won more. So, that's one thing.
I was going to say their numbers were then they're identical. So, it was funny, though, because people were trying to say that Deshaun Watson was a top 5 quarterback and then trying to keep Dak Prescott out of the top 10. But, they were the same numbers, for a 2-year stretch.
Yeah.
So. And, he was, listen, like Dak Prescott has never played with a wide receiver that was considered the best in the league.
Never.
And DeAndre Hopkins was considered the best wide receiver in the NFL when he was playing with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
So, Dak Prescott ain't never had that.
And then look at Kyler Murray playing with the same wide receiver and did nothing over there. You ain't had a season that bad from Dak Prescott. I think we just spoiled brats at this point. You know what I'm saying? Moving along. Bam. Now this is for the people who low on Dak. Look at the last first quarterbacks taken since 2013. How many of these guys is Dak Prescott better than, Mr. Henry? How many of these guys he better than? And y'all want to talk about, Dak is not this, Dak is not that. Out of this whole list, I wouldn't take nobody but probably Burrow, and that's really it. Trevor Lawrence is on the upswing. I really like Trevor, just being fair. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't take none of these guys over Dak Prescott. So I think we just being, you know what I'm saying? I think we just being a little stubborn. Put your cash out in the chat too, and somebody asked for
it. Put the what?
Cash out.
Oh, I'll put it again. It's $HENNYTHEMOOR. So $Henny the more. I just put it in the chat. It should be, well, y'all can't see it on the screen right now.
There it is.
But okay. But yeah, I would definitely take I mean, they can't see it on the page.
I got you. I got you. I put it up there for you.
Okay, well, it's delayed on my end. I'm watching from YouTube. All right, but I wouldn't listen. Just look at everybody on this thing, man. Kenny Pickett, he did not have a good rookie year, right? He's young. We already know.
That's something Dak Prescott don't know nothing about too, having a bad rookie year. But go ahead.
Trevor Lawrence, like you can say what you want to say about him. I know he threw 5 touchdowns in the playoffs, and he also threw 5 interceptions. Facts. So I ain't never seen nothing like that occur. With Rain Dakota Prescott in the playoffs.
Facts.
Right, Joe Burrow, like you can give them the argument. He's been to the AFC Championship game the last 2 years.
Yeah.
To a Super Bowl. So I give him the love. He beat Dak Prescott out for comeback player of the year. So I'll give the young guy love. He's been successful. He's been putting up good numbers and having good playoff success.
Now he has had them weapons too, but I give Joe Burrow the nod over Dak right now. I ain't gonna care. I'm not being a homer. Yeah, I'm not being a homer.
Yeah. So like I'll show Joe Shiesty some love because you could have weapons and not produce like
Facts.
like what we've seen with no offense to the man, because he was a Pro Bowl quarterback, but Alex Smith, he had the same weapons as at Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, and they couldn't do anything. Patrick Mahomes got in there. They've been to AFC Championship game every year since. All right, so Kyler Murray never threw for 4,000 yards in a season. Never threw for 30 touchdowns in a season. Has a losing record as a starter. So, of course not.
Give him that heat, Hen. Give him that heat, man, because they be playing up here, man. He ain't going to give you them facts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Justin with the $5 cash out. We appreciate you, sir.
Indeed.
But keep going. Oh, I'm going to let Hen cook. I might want to just go and give you the solo screen because you cooking on them. Never had what now?
Shout out to Justin for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate you for the love and support, my guy.
We appreciate you, man. But you said Kyler Murray never did what now?
Kyler Murray has never thrown for 4,000 yards. He's never thrown for 30 touchdowns, and he has a losing record as an NFL starting quarterback. He also has never won a playoff game. So let's just be
real. That's them gut punches, man. You know what I'm saying? It just hurts you to the core. Just that hurts. Now look, Baker Mayfield. Do we even need to elaborate on that? Mr. Mitchell Bartholomew Trubisky. I don't even know if that's his middle name, but that's what his middle name gonna be today. We don't have to talk about Mr. Mitchell Trubisky. Now, Jared Goff has had success, but we understand that his success wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? It was his play caller and his team. That's why his play caller got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He did not want to go. Like, him getting traded completely ruined him and Sean McVay's relationship.
Facts.
Like, he didn't even want to talk to that man no more. Listen, Sean McVay said he called to tell him he was getting traded, and he hung up on his ass.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't even want to elaborate. We don't have to elaborate on that. Now, moving along, Jameis Winston. We love him to death. He from my area, but he's no Dak Prescott. We know that. We wish him well over there with the Saints. Blake Bortles, come on, man. Like Boosie said.
Do we even have to go down the list of the last two guys because they're not in the NFL anymore?
You see what I'm saying? But these are the people. It's a lot of these pessimistic fans saying we could just take a quarterback in the first round like it's just going to be all good. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Now, by these standards, I would say young Ryan Dakota being picked in the 4th round is doing goddamn good. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Right or wrong now.
No, for real. Like, that is correct. Like, Dak Prescott has exceeded his draft position. He's made 2 Pro Bowl selections, 1 Rookie of the Year. He has one of the best win percentages in NFL history. He's top 25 in that regards. He's number 8 all-time in career completion percentage in NFL history. He's number 8 all-time in career passer rating in NFL history. And he's number 9 all-time in touchdown interception ratio. So listen, y'all were mad at Dak Prescott for throwing those interceptions last year. And guess what? He had a bad year with interceptions, and he still has over 100 more. He still has over 100 more touchdowns than picks.
Good grief. Shout out to King G with the $5 super. He says, showing love from Jersey. People think Dak Prescott is the problem. SMH. Hashtag learn football.
Learn football.
I like that, sir. Because those are big facts right there. Those are big facts, man. People don't realize when you see inferior quarterbacks winning, that should tell you a lot. When you see Blake Bortles, not Blake Bortles, but what's his name? Brock Purdy going far in the playoff. That should tell you something. That should tell you that it's something along the lines of the organization. Go ahead.
You're right with it. Cause remember, Blake Bortles made an AFC Championship game too.
Sure did with Saxonville. Yes, he did. See though? That when you see inferior quarterbacks who can't hold Dak jock scrap, you know what I'm saying? Making progression in the league. Thank you, son. That should tell you a lot. That should let you know that this is an organizational type issue. It's not just your quarterback. So we're not here taking up for Dak. We just being, fair. I'm not even being a homer. Out of this list right here, can't even the people who down on Dak, you can't tell me he don't stack up well in this list right here. And this is the first quarterbacks taken in each draft since 2013. Dak was taken in the 4th, and y'all still ungrateful. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, we really got lucky. Bam. Now, this is a graph from, I think from PFF, so shout out to them. It says, pick 2 defenders under 25 to build your defense around. Now, you see young Michael Parsons, the line on there. We ain't even got to talk about that.
Trap.
See, y'all remember when I was making my, what can I say? When I was making my inspirational speech to tell the Joneses that it was time to strike. Y'all remember that? This was my argument right here. You have young superstars on your team that's not even getting paid top dollar yet.
Trap.
See what I'm saying? If this is not the best time to strike, when will it be? You know what I'm saying? This is your best time to strike. And look what the Cowboys did. They did exactly what I said. They went and struck. They went and got some people. They went and got aggressive. Because if you can't be aggressive right now when you got a top 5 player in this league on a rookie contract, when you got a top 5 cornerback in a rookie contract, like you got a top 10 receiver in a rookie contract, if you can't be aggressive right now, when will you be aggressive here?
There's no other time to be aggressive. If you can't pay the fee when there's nobody else to pay, then you'll miss it out. And they really had this opportunity before.
With Dak.
When Dak Prescott,
Yeah.
when Dak Prescott was on his rookie deal, there was years he was making $800,000. There was years he made $500,000 against the cap. Right? You did not do anything to help Dak Prescott.
Facts.
No, Dez Bryant, was a little bit older in age, was dealing with injuries. Like Terrence Williams was your number 2 wide receiver.
Man.
Right?
We had no defense to speak of for real back then. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like
outside of DeMarcus Lawrence, and when he was making Pro Bowl selections, he was made an All Pro selection during that time, if I'm not mistaken. But like other than DeMarcus Lawrence, you didn't really have no great outstanding defense. You ran as a matter of fact, Anthony Brown had to start 2016, remember?
Facts. And then you had a rookie Zeke. Now, Zeke was tremendous that year. You know what I'm saying? In Dak younger years, Zeke was really the Band-Aid for a lot of our scars. He really was. So, please, you got to give Zeke a lot of respect, though, at the end of the day. Because, like, Zeke was a big Band-Aid over them ugly scars that the Cowboys was not cleaning up. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? He was really supplementing a lot of the issues that we had. But out of this list, who would you pick besides Micah? Now, we know Micah is universal over here in the Dallas Cowboys. You know who we are.
We are America's
You know that.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
And that goes for Mr. Leaside Harrell. We know he's a hater and he's watching us tuning in every Sunday. Mr. Leaside in the bill.
He said a quarterback in the first round is blasphemous when these players that can help us win now. Agreed. And I pray they never do nothing that stupid.
Facts.
But, if we're talking about defensive player that can help our team, it'll probably be Quentin Williams, just because we can do everything except stop the run. He's a very versatile interior defensive lineman. I think he can come onto this team right now and make a world of difference. So, that's why I'm saying him. I'm not necessarily thinking he's the best player out here. I think Nick Bosa is phenomenal. I think the world of Sauce Gardner for what he did as a rookie. And maybe even Jeffrey Simmons. That's another defensive tackle that will do wonders for our defense.
Yeah.
But, we got everything else. We got corners. We got pass rushers. And then a guy like Aiden Hutchinson, he only had a year of production. I can't really speak on that.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you thinking along the lines of Cowboys, but it was just basically saying, who would you build your team around? But let's see. If it was Micah, if it was returning to the Cowboys, I'd probably say, give me Micah and Bosa. Because I could put Bosa on the other side and, you know what I'm saying, me and DeMarcus Lawrence will have to have that long talk, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? D-Law, we love you. We love everything you've done for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But if Bosa walked through that door, you know what I'm saying? That's another story. But those would be the two that I would like to build around. I love Sauce, though. Sauce Gardner is an outstanding young player.
Different.
Yeah, he's raw. I like him a lot. Moving along. What we got on the agenda? Bam. Okay. Highest paid running backs in the league. Unfortunately, we have one of those here. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
Nah, really.
I thought you were going to put the dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, that's a dun-dun-dun moment right there. But, you know, to be honest, you know, I'm not too mad about it because, you know, we need one. You know, it was a position of need, especially if that's what you plan on doing with Zeke. So, you know, I look at Tony like one of these guys, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But he just ain't had the biggest, what can I say, the workload or the opportunities as a lot of these other guys. But you mean to tell me right now, I know I like Alvin Kamara, but I don't think he's the same back no more. I'll take Tony over him. I'll take Tony over Davin Cook. I'll take Tony over Joe Mixon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, you might get me with Saquon and Josh Jacobs. You know, that's my Bama guy. I'll take Tony over Aaron Jones. Like, what you think?
Trap.
Yeah, you know, I'm not too mad about you saying that because, you know, if you're factoring in everything, if you're factoring in the fact that I don't believe Alvin Kamara even ever had a 1,000-yard rushing season before in his career.
We know he's a very versatile back, but I'm really talking about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, as of, April the 2nd. Because he's not the same back as he used to be. I used to love Alvin Kamara. I would have jumped at a drop of a dime to bring him on this team. But I don't think he's the same back no more.
Well, I'm also going to say this. Tony Pollard had over 1,000 yards rushing, and he only had under 200 attempts. So, you know, that just speaks volume to how many explosive runs that Tony had and with that limited workload. So, you know, I could definitely see why, you know, the Dallas Cowboys chose to keep Tony.
Yeah.
Just from the pure fact of him being a explosive weapon, you know, being able to line him up different spots on the field, do this and do that with him. So I like the prospect of Tony Pollard being our back. There's some things that you know schematically you should not ask him to do. Yeah. You shouldn't ask him to try and block a defensive end or a blitzer. But you know, third down, like I'm glad you brought out Alvin Kamara. Treat him like Alvin Kamara. Send the boy out on the route.
Treat him like Christian McCaffrey. That's what I'm looking at right now. Bro, you can treat TP just like Christian McCaffrey, bro. And you will not miss a step. You will not miss a beat. Because, look, this is TP production after being limited and not even being used correctly here. This is what we failing to realize. Tony Pollard ain't even get the proper opportunities yet. You see what I'm saying? I can see if we just been purging Tony Pollard, just giving him all the attempts, the runs, the catches. We ain't been doing that. That's what we've been mad and beating on the desk for. So now that you got a coach in Mike McCarthy who understands how to use his player and who is going to be able to get the best out of his player, hey, Tony might shoot up this board. What you think, man? Like, for real. If Mike McCarthy know how to use him, if he got that sauce like I think he got that sauce, if he him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm
you
not
know what
them.
I'm saying?
I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
If he him like I think he him, I think he finna bring the best out of Tony.
I agree. And listen, in the kind of offense that we run is very predicated on the short passing game, the screen game, getting the ball out to your playmakers. Well, Tony Pollard one of your playmakers. So you know when Mike McCarthy was talking about having a sheet of plays to get the ball to your playmakers, you know that's not just limited to your wide receivers. Like Tony Pollard runs a 4.3. Like he led our team in explosive runs. Right, he was one of the best players in terms of yards per touch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He like, been one of the best yards per carry since he been in the league, ain't?
Correct. That is very true. He averages over 5 yards a carry for his career. So, you know, I'm thinking like if Mike McCarthy is really gonna do it the way he said he's gonna do it, he's gonna have a sheet of plays to get the ball into Tony Pollard's hand. It might be a jailbreak screen. You know, it might be a pick play to have him run clear. It might be whatever. But you know, like I think he'll he'll have plays to get Tony Pollard the ball. So I'm really looking for Tony Pollard to be more effective in the pass game this year.
I love it, man. I think we in a good position with Tony. Bam. Now this is each running back taken in the first in each draft since 2013. Now, if you think about this, to me, I was looking at this like, man, this might be a case for Bijan Robinson, man. I don't know. Trap. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. These guys may not be the best backs, but a lot of them, they gave you years of production, except for Saquon, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Ty Gurley gave you years of top-tier production. Zeke gave you years of top-tier production. Leonard Fournette was, I wouldn't say top-tier, but he was pretty damn good when he for his first few years. Then Josh Jacobs has been exceptional. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's been a pretty good back for the Chiefs. Najee Harris has been phenomenal.
Hold on now. I'm not gonna say that. I don't even think that boy there anymore.
I'm saying when I believe did he run them to a Super Bowl though one of them years?
Man,
if I ain't mistaken, I thought he ended up being a decent back. I ain't sure. I could be mistaken. I could, cause they be shipping them little gadget bags in and out over there in KC.
I know. So let's see. Let me take a look at this boy. He has 1,600 yards for his career.
Ugh.
He's been in the league for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
So let's take a look at his production. The most he ever had was in his rookie year. He had 803 yards.
See, that was decent. What year that was? Did they win the Super Bowl? Because I think he was a decent part of one of them teams, if I ain't mistaken.
He did not win a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
With the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, he won one last year. He started 6 games and he had 302 yards.
Oh, so he was a backup. Good grief.
Yeah, he already lost.
Yeah, players mess up too.
He already lost his starting job, but he did not play a single snap in the playoffs this season.
But I think in 2020, he probably was like the last back, though. This wasn't even a high pick. What pick he was? Like 20-something, I believe.
32.
See, that don't even count, really. You know what I'm saying? But you got Najee Harris. Najee has been phenomenal over there. Yeah, you know that's my Bama guy. But, you know, he's been phenomenal over there with the Steelers, even though they ain't even that great of a team. Now, Breece Hall, I'm not familiar with him for real. But I like the Giovanni Bernard, too.
Yeah, Breece Hall got injured. Najee, he having pretty decent production. You would like to see his yards per carry come up a little bit. But, you know, outside of that, you know, he's been productive. He's been a volume runner. And, you know, he's helping them the best that he can. Like, listen, they have not had a losing season yet under my boy Mike Tomlin. So, you know, he had to be doing something right.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to King G. He said Zeke career the best on the list. That's low-key the truth right there. Now, it's some young players who, you know, but they ain't on the Zeke-type trajectory, so you still right. Like, Zeke do got the best. The only one that could probably challenge him is probably Ty when they was earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Breece, I'm not too familiar with him. I don't want to lie to y'all, so I'm not familiar with him that much. But I like drafting a back in the first round isn't the end of the world, and it can be productive. That's all I'm saying. It can help you out. And the reason I say it's a little attractive to me, man, because I'm like, bro, how many players away are we here? We're not many players away. We can expand. Like, we at the Gucci store with a bag, man. You know what I'm saying? We can afford to get a pair of Gucci slippers, man. You know what I'm saying? We can afford some Gucci slippers. Now, some other people, they might have that bag and they can't afford it, you know. They might need to go get them some Nike slides. But we in a fortunate situation. All the bills paid, everything. You see what I'm saying? So we can afford to buy them Gucci slippers if we like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm also going to say this. Breece Hall was not a first-round pick. He just was the first running back taken. There was not a single first-round pick running back taken in 2022.
Okay.
But, you know, like you said, like there's nothing wrong with drafting a running back, you know, early.
Especially if your team in a decent position like ours. That's my whole point. Like, I feel like we pretty solid. We're not lacking that many things at all. Bam. Now, this is the first cornerback taken in each draft since 2013. What you think about this list?
Trap.
Now, it's some good players on here, too. Now, let's see. D. Milliner, you know, that's my Bama guy. I'm not familiar with Justin Gilbert. Did he do good? I'm sorry. Trey Waynes, I think he was okay. Jalen Ramsey was very good. Marshawn Lattimore, very good. Denzel Ward, very good. DeAndre Baker, no. Jeff Okudah, He's outstanding, really, but I think he underrated. Then J.C. Horn and Derek Stingley Jr. I don't think did he ever play? Derek Stingley?
Who?
Derek Stingley.
I don't know.
Eastside, where yet? Did he play? Because I was kind of high on him. I thought he was going to be good, too. They got all them people over there wasting their career over there with the Texans. Them boys be drafted top 5 every year. You know what I'm saying? Wasting them boys' picks. That's crazy.
He said he said Stingley will improve under D'Amico Ryan, so I guess he didn't have a great year.
So he must have didn't play that well. But I put this list up here to show you. Trayvon Diggs is playing to a level of a first-round cornerback. That's what this was about. Right or wrong here, Trayvon Diggs' name belongs on here, and people still hating on him.
I mean, Trayvon Diggs had a first-round grade.
Yeah.
The only reason he didn't. Hold on, I got somebody at the door. You go ahead, hold it down.
All right. But yeah, man, that's the nature of this graph, to show you that a lot of us Cowboy fans are very much so ungrateful that Trayvon Diggs' name belongs on this list. To me, he performed to the level of a first-round pick, and people still mad and hating on the man. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that peculiar? Now, I'll take Trey over a lot of these guys, especially right now. You know, of course, over Stingley. I'll take him over J.C. Horn. I like J.C. Horn, but I'll take Trey. I like Okudah, but I'll take Trey. DeAndre Baker, man, get real. Denzel Ward, give me Trey. Marshawn Lattimore, that's a good conversation. You know, that's debatable. But Ramsey, you know, most people take Ramsey. But right now, give me Trayvon Diggs. That's what I'm saying. So this really was just showing y'all, you know what I'm saying, everybody under Ramsey irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't last that long. But I'm just saying, man, Trayvon Diggs' name is very much so deserving to be on this list, and he has played outstanding above the ranks of a first round cornerback, and people still mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bland might stack up on this list, but, you know, we got to be careful after just 1 year, though. You know what I'm saying? But anything but Bland is my guy, and I would take him over a few of these guys, just being real, especially Mr. DeAndre Baker. You know, that was a bust. Moving along, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted y'all to know we a little ungrateful. When everybody think you could draft a first round pick and everything will be lovely. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily be the case all the time. Okay, it's news coming out that the Cowboys have had him in for a Dallas Day workout. So this is just crazy. Like, I think right now at this point right now, y'all, it's a foregone conclusion that we gonna draft Max Duggan, y'all. We might well get ready for this. They gonna draft this man. Look at all this interest they showing. The Dallas Cowboys continue to express interest in TCU quarterback Max Duggan ahead of the NFL draft. The team met with Duggan at the Combine, attended TCU's Pro Day, and hosted him at Dallas Day this past Friday. They gonna draft this guy. They gonna draft this guy, and the only way they don't draft him if they just seen so much that something just turned them off. Cause like they showing a whole lot of love and a lot of interest in this young man. So they basically outside the window singing that slow jam right now. Like they done showed the world. They done told the world here that they in love with this guy.
Well, this is the thing. Like Max Duggan is a quarterback with a 7th round grade. There are some people that don't think he'll even be drafted. I'm fine with the Dallas Cowboys getting him, right? He'll be a project quarterback. He'll eventually take Cooper Rush's spot as the number 2 back on the team. And I said I was fine with him because he has a similar playing style to Dak Prescott. Not that he's on Dak Prescott's level, but he's a mobile quarterback who thrives in play action, can throw on the run, extend plays. Like, you don't have to, if Dak Prescott went down, you do not have to change anything in the offense. He can still run the same plays.
Yeah.
You saw a very dumbed down, very called back version of the offense when Cooper Rush was in there. Then there wasn't even the same offense. But I'm gonna say this: just because they love him, I don't want them to overreach for him. Pick him where his grade says you need to pick him at. He has a 7th round grade. You can get him at the very end of the draft. Don't use a top 100 pick on the guy just because you like him. Don't use a top 100 pick on the guy just because you like him.
Yeah.
If they take him anywhere before the 6th round, like, we should riot.
We should ride the streets here. That's what you're telling me.
Trap.
Okay, I'm just sure that they gonna draft this guy. If he go undrafted, you better believe he'll be one of our undrafted free agents coming in. They gonna do something with him. Like, they showing way too much interest. Way too much. Bam. Shout out to Big Slam Williams, man. I seen him on the picture, man. And what y'all think about this? I thought this was gone. Bam. The Hot Boyz still around, Mr. Henry?
Trap.
I did not know they were still doing the Hot Boyz. I thought that was over, Hen. What you think? Did you know they were still riding with the Hot Boyz out here?
What? I didn't know. Juvie got out of jail?
They still acting like they Hot Boyz out here, man.
BG free? Okay.
Shout out to Mafia Miles with the $5 super. He says Brady was a 6th round pick. Yeah, man. Hey, anything's possible. They miss all the time, Mafia. They miss all the time. I appreciate the love, though, bro. But, man, I did not know the Hot Boyz were still around. Like, they done let Turk out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna lie, brother. The Hot Boyz I didn't like the hot boy culture thing. So I ain't gonna lie. I liked it when they first did it, but it's like they didn't live up to it enough. Like, they didn't go crazy enough to me. You know what I'm saying? But I did like the fact that they had kind of like give you a trial where you have to prove yourself and then you be able to be a hot boy. But, like, I don't think the group as a whole like really made enough noise like that. What you think?
It depends. Is Michael Parsons considered part of the Hot Boyz?
I ain't never seen Micah say nothing about a hot boy. Have you? I think Micah gonna be part of the movement to get that all the way out of here. I think D-Law still the one. I think D-Law the one keeping this foolishness alive. I ain't gonna lie.
This is the thing, because it was a group for the defensive line. Remember, the defensive line was the Hot Boyz, not the entire defense.
Yeah, it was like the linebacking core too, though, because I remember they put LVE in it or something. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Jalen Smith was a hot boy too. Yeah, it was some linebackers in it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. So if this includes linebackers, it need to include Michael Parsons. So if a player like Michael Parsons wanted to continue, then I can rock with it, because I think Michael Parsons has earned the right to name with the rock whatever the hell he want to rock. He's All-Pro every year.
True.
So like, he has the pedigree. DeMarcus Lawrence, even though he hasn't had the sack numbers, at least he made a Pro Bowl selection. He's one of the best defensive ends against the run.
I like D-Law now. But Zay Tolman said he seen Parsons with a hot boy chain. I ain't seen it. I don't know where I was. I don't know. I must have missed that. I must have missed that. Yeah, long as Micah in it, yeah, we good. The Hot Boyz back alive then. I honestly thought the hot boy culture was over with. But that's all I had to talk about today, man. How y'all feeling today on this Sunday? We back trapping. But I really did thought the hot boy culture was over, because you ain't seen the hot boy hats and stuff. You remember they was rocking the shirts, and I ain't seen that no more. So I guess it's more like secretive, like a secret society, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the Illuminati.
You know what I'm saying? Them boys like the Illuminati. They done made it a secret society now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Flo. He said, I've seen the Micah Hot Boyz chain. Oh, okay. See, I must ain't hipped enough then. That's what it is. Shout out to Cowboy Brian with the $10 super. I appreciate you, sir. Trap. He says, looking forward to Izzy being on the show. Another one of my Gamecocks DBs. I've watched them practice a lot in Carolina, and he looked as good as J.C. Horn out there to me. Hey, Izzy might be trying to make a case, Mr. Cowboy Brian. Hey. Trap. See, that's one thing about the trap and the liquor store and, you know, over there on the West Coast. Shout out to West Coast Cowboy. He might be just not getting up now, ain't it, over there on that West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but, yeah, but one thing I like about our shows is it's genuine love, bro. So if we bring somebody on here, we really got respect for him. We really want to talk to him. It's no fake love. And I'm very high on Izzy. I like the Izzy from the start. I like his confidence. I like when he came on the phone and said, I'm going to be your best defensive back you got. You know what I'm saying? When he got drafted, what did Izzy tell Jerry? And Jerry was like, well, you're going to be a safety, unfortunately. I still remember that. But look, I feel like you can't be a great player without that confidence, especially at defensive back. So I love the fact that Izzy was coming like that day one. Before he even put the star on, he had the confidence to say, hey, I'm going to be one of the best guys you got. So I like that. You need supreme confidence as a defensive back.
You have no choice. Look at the position you play. It's one of the few positions where you're likely to get beat more times than not. Right, because you know you're already at a disadvantage. You're playing backwards, and the wide receiver knows the route.
Facts.
So you're at a disadvantage at all times. So you have to have confidence, and you have to have a short memory. But I do like him as well, man. Like it was a very sound pickup when we drafted him, and he even made some plays for us this year. Like they actually did the right thing. They put him in a cornerback position. He played slot, and he made plays for you. Now I still think that you should give him a chance on. I still think you should give him a chance on the outside. I don't know why they did the safety thing. They did it with Byron Jones and it failed. So,
I appreciate that big flock. I believe that's you on Twitter. He shared the with the Michael with the Hot Boyz chain. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know. I must have been being nefarious or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy Brian said Izzy had 3 interceptions against Georgia one game. Man, Izzy out there balling. Like, I love his size though. You know what I'm saying? He's perfect for Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn drafted him, right?
Yeah.
Dan Quinn drafted him. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure he went. How long he been here now? 2 years. He went with that Mike Nolan weird year, was it?
Nah,
I don't think so. I think Dan Quinn drafted him.
Yeah, he got drafted in 2021, so yeah.
Yeah, he a Dan Quinn guy. So he fit perfect for Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? With the length and the aggressiveness. And we know with him being flexed to safety, you know that he's not afraid of tackling. You know what I'm saying? He can tackle as well. He did a great job on Chris Godwin in the playoffs too.
All right, let's take a look at his total numbers. Let me see what his snap count looks like.
Yeah. Flo says with health, our corner room should be very competitive in training camp. Facts. Like, it's going to be the battle of the beasts out there, ain't it, Mr. Flo? It's going to be ugly out there. Because some people going to have to move and pack their bags, ain't it? Some people going to be packing their bags. I don't know if that's good news for my brother Kelvin Joseph. I don't know if it's good news for Nation Wright. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be the survival of the fittest out there.
So the boy lined up in the box 62 times. He lined up at free safety 43. He lined up at slot 32. Regular ass corner 5 times.
Very versatile. Very versatile. So he played on the outside just 5 times.
Hold on. He got another 11 at the other outside position. So he had 16 for an outside corner. Also, man, stop trying to give Kelvin Joseph grace, Kinfolk.
I ain't giving no grace, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
My brother Kelvin Jones, man.
Don't be like that here.
You don't know this man.
Don't be like that.
Trap.
That's just the lingo, man. That's just the lingo. Big Fly said, Shaba is my government name.
I got love for these boys, so I can't even let you associate yourself with them.
Don't do that, man. This is just the lingo, bro. He said, hey, man. Big Fly said, Shaba, your government name? Good grief, you in the trap, though. You trap boy Flock over here, man. You know how we get down, man. We don't do the government names, man. We ain't trying to get indicted, is you? We ain't trying to get indicted. We do not need the FBI showing up in here. You know what I'm saying? We do not need that. What they said?
About indictments.
You know what I'm saying? We do not need no boy busting in the room like this.
FBI, open up!
We don't need that kind of smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll have us getting indicted in here, Mr. Flock. Don't do that now, sir. Don't do that. But let's see. Nelly Rogers says, what if we draft Nashawn Wright, brother, and he replaces him on the roster? That'll be crazy. Who he play for? I ain't did my DBs yet, so we doing DBs next week. We doing DBs the next week, right? Yeah, the fans voted on DBs next week. So what team he playing for?
I don't know.
Nashawn Wright, brother. They said Stephon Gilmore got a brother out here.
He do. His younger brother is Rajon. He played. He was on Last Chance U. Let me see.
He was on Last Chance U. When Nashawn on that too? That's weird.
Let me see. Rajon Wright. Oh, he just played at Oregon State, 6'2", 193 pounds. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Eli. He was the opposite corner of J.C. Horn. That what Cowboy Brian was saying. He was saying that he looked like he was better than him out there. And he a South Carolina Gamecock fan. So he said he looked like he was better out there. You know what I'm saying? Or just as good. Yeah, that's what he said. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he said he was looking just as good. Trayvon Fly said, they gotta catch me, sir. You on the run, ain't you, my boy? He said, Ray John, Rondo, chill out, Samuel Rowe. Chill out, man. DP Johnson in the building. He says KJ should definitely move to free safety with addition of Gilly. Izzy should get a look outside. Hell, he'll do everything else. Yeah. Hey, Izzy super versatile, man. So, you know, that's that tweener argument we were talking about. Izzy is, I think he's the good side of the tweener, though. He's the good side. What you think? I think he's like J-Ron Curse on as a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Because he can do both. Shout out to Freight Train. Me too. Shout out to Freight Train with the 199. He says, I'm a Gamecock and Izzy been that dude. Okay. We got some Easy Warriors in here. Y'all know y'all got to come show out Monday then. Tomorrow. Y'all got to come show out tomorrow. We will be having Israel for an interview at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m., right?
Yes.
Yeah, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, not Cali time. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a guy confused like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But we will be interviewing Israel. Huh?
It threw me off a little bit too.
Man, they messed me up because I was on the way and I was already, you know, I'm already a little late. So I'm like, I was going to be a little late to the 7 show. So when y'all said 6, I was like, yeah, I ain't going to make it. Flo says, I doubt KJ makes the team. He'll probably get traded for a 7th in camp or something. All he can do is play special teams. He won't be anybody out at corner, in my opinion. Oh, y'all ain't playing with me. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up yet.
What has he shown you? What has he shown you to make you believe he will be anybody out?
Man, I told you, man. I scouted the dude and I thought he was good. So once he get kicked off the team, that's when I'd be like, y'all was right. Y'all was right. This is last opportunity, man. This is last opportunity, man.
I'm just saying, like, we seen all the guys on the field. And I'm not asking you if so many guys are hitting him or all world. I'm just asking you, or have they played better than Kelvin Joseph? Has Nation Wright played better than Kelvin Joseph? You could say. Ain't no technically.
I don't know. How good has Nation? Are we at the world of the midgets talking about who's the tallest? We are in the world of the midgets talking about who's the tallest. That's what we're doing. Yes, we are. If we talking about Nation and them.
Hold on. We're in the world of NFL players saying this guy might not be an NFL player.
Who said that? Who said that?
I said it.
Don't do that, man.
I said it, boy.
I'm not giving up on my players just yet. Y'all ain't finna make me. Give up on my players just yet.
I actually answered the question.
Y'all ain't finna make me give up on. Look, this is last year now. This is last year.
Did Nation Wright play better than Kelvin Joseph? Because one guy, even though he gave up some yards, he had no touchdown surrender and a pick. One guy gave up 4 touchdowns in limited snaps. So, all right, we already know the Izzy's better. That's not even a conversation.
Time out, man. Time out. Have you ever heard of like stall me out, Debo? You ain't never heard that term, man. Stall me out. Hey, man. He gonna put the pressure. He just gonna keep applying the pressure, man. I said I'm not giving up on my player. Leave me alone. There, y'all remember? You from the South? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, now. I'm not giving up on my prospect just yet, man.
I didn't actually give up on. I just asked you some simple questions that are not related. You ain't got to give up on it. Right, because this ain't got nothing to do with the property of China, kinfolk. I'm trying to see if you think these other players, are better. He said Nation had one good game and Kelvin Joseph had 0. So the one is better than 0. Because I ain't never seen Kelvin Joseph have a good game. I ain't never
Florida Cowboys. Yeah, I like Nation though. I really like Nation, but he ain't showing me much either. So I'm not finna give you all that. No, I'm not. No, he had one good game, like Florida Cowboys said.
And Kelvin Joseph had 0. So at the time being, and Kelvin Joseph has played more snaps than that man. So the theory should be he should have had a game somewhere.
Y'all boy mean, man. It's a Sunday. Y'all ain't got the spirit. Y'all supposed to have the spirit of forgiveness. Hold on, man. Do I gotta hit my button, man? Y'all supposed to have the spirit of forgiveness. Y'all all in here talking bad about this young man. All he did is try to play football. He is trying to do his best. He is trying to be focused, but y'all want to count him out. Well, y'all need to chill out. I don't want to give up on my young player. I still think he got a little give us. It's not over just yet, Mr. Hen. Y'all ain't finna put that evil on me. You're not finna do it. Mr. HTM. You're not finna do it. I'm not going to allow you to do that on a Sunday, sir. I'm not.
Sir. I'm
not.
You know what else we're not gonna do on a Sunday? It's blaspheme. Because what you saying about Nation Wright, that is blasphemy. that man is clearly better.
Hey, hold on. This might be the joke of the day. Javon Bruce said, I think landlord want to make a record with KJ. Hey, I need that feature, bro. Javon, hey, man, don't do me like that, man. I would love that feature, though. Hit me up, KJ. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, though, man. Hey, that was a good one, though.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see who on this team is that Kelvin Joseph is better than. I just don't see it. He's not better than Diggs. That's not a conversation.
Flo said KJ can't rap or cover. That's his only 2 jobs, guy. Good grief. So what you saying is he can't even cover a beat. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Y'all wrong, bro. This a Sunday, man. God don't like ugly, man. Y'all gotta be nice. Y'all supposed to have forgiveness in your heart.
Hold on. Florida Cowboy. People ain't made their minds out about KJ. Like, KJ just went out there and played bad football. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he played good, I would say it. Like, I have no biases about him. The things that I said about, Asante Samuel were in hindsight, because hindsight is 20/20. Like, I gave Kelvin Joseph a fair chance, and he gave me 4 touchdowns surrendered and then their perfect passer rating when targeted.
Jabron Brooks, you can't be coming in here with the joke of the day, then agreeing with HTM like, hey, no, sir. No, sir. I'm not gonna like that. Nah, You gotta chill out now. You gotta chill out.
If Kelvin Joseph beats all odds, if he beats all odds and plays good football, I will change my tune. But as of today, which is, April the 2nd of 2023, he has not played well enough for me to say he is better than anybody else on this team. I have at least seen something from Nation Wright.
Wait a minute.
I've seen something from Izzy Mukuamu. Hold on, man. Let me finish the recipe. I'm in here cooking. I got a whip. I got.
Hey, this finna support you though, cause this a gut punch. This hurt. What I about to read. This was finna help y'all. Look at this. He said KJ ain't even better than Lewis or Brown. Ugh. Cause he sure ain't. I can't even make a case for that.
Florida Cowboys said he played just as good as Tolbert. Well, this is the thing. There's a difference because Tolbert didn't play. Tolbert had three targets. Not Nation Wright, but Kelvin Joseph was out here starting games for you. There's a complete difference in that. And also, I ain't seen shit from Tolbert anyway. That's why I'm up here looking at wide receivers to draft. Am I not?
Lee Side. Lee Side talking about, do you have faith in Boss Man Rat? Excuse me. Look, Lee Side. This is what I want you to do. That freaky quarterback you got on your profile picture, sir. I'm going to ask you to. You got to let that go, sir. You got some issues that you need to address.
Who he got on his profile picture? He got
Freaky man on there, man.
He a very freaky girl.
Hey, you got to do better than that, Eastside, before you come over here trolling. You got this freaky man who ain't even on your team no more. You got to do better than that. The next time you in my trap, sir, you better have a different profile picture. I'm going to kick you out of here. I'm sorry. You got to go. You got to go. You can't be a troll with an old profile picture. How that work? That don't even sound right. That don't add up. Do it here. That don't even add up.
Nah. You need a Davis Mills profile picture.
Yeah. You need to update that, sir. You need to let that go. Tyler says at least Anthony Brown actually tries to cover. he put in a good effort. He give you that good old college try, so you ain't lying on him. King G said, Toba the boss. I'm calling it right now. That's too much, man. That's too soon. Too soon, Mr. King G. It's too soon.
Now listen, at least we gave Kelvin Joseph 2 years to piss us off.
That's fair.
Like, you gotta give Toba at least one more year. Like, this was the year I thought that Kelvin Joseph, would have took a step in his development. I was sadly mistaken.
See, look, this is my point right here. How much of the blame you put on Kellen Moore? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about on Toba. I'm talking about on Toba, man. I blame Kellen Moore for that too. Kellen Moore the reason it's raining outside. It's his fault. I'm sorry. Kellen Moore is the reason it's raining outside. It's his fault. But how much of that blame you put on Kellen Moore, Mr. King G? Because I feel like he just didn't know how to use his talent. The offensive coordinator's number one job is to get the most out of his talent. And he got nothing out of him. So that's a failure to me.
He didn't. He said he didn't do nothing of note to help my boy. And like I said, it was probably too complex of a scheme for him. He had to learn every single position. He got to learn every single option route that comes with that position. So,
They said KJ on vacation with Ghana and Takesha 6ix9ine right now. Y'all so crazy. I started to get that sound bite. That boy Ghana said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That boy said, yes, ma'am. I couldn't believe that. That was funny. But yeah, I think y'all calling him out too early, bro. Toba still got time, y'all. Toba still got time.
Like you get 2 years before we talk bad about you.
Yeah. We gave Jalen. I mean, what's his name? Boss man. We gave him time though, so that's why I ain't mad at y'all. But this is me being a little selfish. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was gonna be a good player. So this is his last. This is his last hurrah. This is his last time to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the last time for him far as the team go to. He said landlord who had better bars out of Kelvin Joseph, Cole Beasley, and Rico Gathers. Man, I ain't finna sit up here and lie to you, bro. I ain't listen to none of that foolishness. Bruce, I ain't listen to none of that foolishness, man. I ain't gonna lie, I did hear one when they said, hey, y'all, Cole Beasley rap. And then I listened to it just to hear it. He can actually rap, but I don't think I wouldn't see myself listening to it, though. He can rap, though.
Nah. I didn't know Rico Galler even dropped the damn tape.
I ain't know Rico can rap either.
Well, he can't play football, so hopefully.
Man, we had high hopes for Rico Galler. Rico, are y'all telling me that Kelvin Joseph is my Rico Galler, y'all? That what y'all telling me?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, the stuff they asked Rico Gathers to do, having not played football since high school, like it's a miracle it was a success that he even made the damn team.
He had so much potential though, and he never reached not a quarter of it. That's crazy.
Oh, he wasn't playing football.
Some people said that it was Jason Witten. A lot of people hated out Jason Witten by Rico. Cause look, they said Martellus Bennett too. They said he could have been great, but Jason Witten was kind of holding him back. So a lot of people say that. I don't know how true it is. You know what I'm saying? Cause I went in the locker room. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, more than one person say it, and then eyes are there's some truth to it. I don't know.
Yeah,
true.
Cause they said Jason Witten didn't want to help nobody. They said he wouldn't help and bring along nobody. Like Witt was the type of guy, he just finna come do his job. Like you on your own, young blood. He said you on your own, young blood. Oh, Cowboy Brian said Rico from South Carolina too. I don't think I knew that.
That's what's up though.
He said I can't get jiggy with this ish. You know what I'm saying? My sentiments exactly, Bruce got a toss of juice. I'm not trying to ride around listening to that. They said it was written. Fire.
He played for South Carolina.
Yeah, I seen that. Tyler says, man, I miss Cole Beasley. He ain't have to trash us when he left, though. Hey, and to be real, though,
I don't think Cole was lying.
He was kind of right when you look at it now with it. Now, he was just straight up hating on some of the stuff. But you remember he was like, well, I think Buffalo is going to be this, and I think we might be able to do this. And they went out there and played some ball. Like, Beasley went over there before Buffalo had any respect. You remember? Because we was clowning them like, you got to go to Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking slick back to us.
Whooped our ass.
Yeah, they smacked us around. That was on Thanksgiving when they smacked us too. Man, bad.
Food didn't even taste right that year.
It was ugly. I don't even want to continue talking about it. It brings up bad memories. He was lying about the facility and shit and stuff like that. I'm almost cut. He was lying on the facility and stuff because he was like, their facility is not that good and the Cowboys facility, this and that. He was saying some old outlandish things, but he went lying on some of that stuff. It materialized to be true. But did you see what he said about Dak Prescott though? They was up there dogging him out and saying that he got this great Josh Allen. And Mr. Cole Beasley said, hey, excuse me, sir, my best year was with Dak Prescott.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
He said, go look at it. My best year was with Dak Prescott. He said, I sense the pettiness going on in here. What I did, it ain't me. I'm the one with the heart, Mr. Trey. I'm pretty sure it's him. It gotta be him. It's not me.
Why is it always my fault?
It's not me. It's not me.
Why is it always my fault, man?
Hey, that's how it be. It just be like that sometimes. You remember that song?
Yeah, it's done, Perry.
It's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that about that, man. You don't know nothing about that, bro.
Man, you don't know nothing about that.
You know nothing about that young blood. You know what I'm saying?
Man, calm down, man. Calm down, man. You know what?
You read my bio on Twitter. I'm the Pimp C of this cowboy content, sir. You know what I'm saying?
I've got something to say. That's all I got to say.
You know how I get down, sir. DP Johnson said Bennett sat for 4 years and then went to 3 Pro Bowls. I'm just saying then the one guy left and started for Miami for 6 years. He did? Talking about Martellus, right? I think Martellus was rapping or something too when he was doing something else. I think he was doing something too, if I ain't mistaken. They was trying to hate him out too.
Yeah, Martellus Bennett, 6'6", 275, played at Texas A&M, was a second-round pick. Went to the Giants, the Bears, then New England. He made a Pro Bowl in 2014, won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Ending up with 4,573 yards for his career, despite pretty much redshirting for 4 years.
That's interesting. I did not know he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl in 2016. He had 701 yards and 7 touchdowns for the Patriots.
He was a good player, though. I don't know why we got rid of him.
Because he wasn't playing.
What you mean?
Dog, Jason Witten was there.
Progress stopper, you know what I'm saying? Why Jay Witt just wouldn't let it be a duo? Because you think about it, he smashed away every tight end we tried to put over there. It was never a duo with Jay Witt, though. It was like Jay Witt or bust. Like, you get nothing.
He never had more than 283 yards with the Dallas Cowboys. The very first year that he left, he had 626. He had 759 the year after. He had 916 the year after. And then on a down year, when he only played 11 games, he had 439. Then the very next year, he went to New England and had that 701 yard season and 7 touchdowns.
That support what everybody been saying.
Mm-hmm.
He got no chance to shine over here, and then when he went somewhere else, he balled out. I seen a lot of potential in Martellus Bennett. I liked him. Real talk, I was like, man, this boy can play. But he never was able to do nothing for us. Jay Witt was slamming them doors shut with him, man.
And what's crazy, I think Jason Witten saw the potential because his rookie year, he had 283 yards and 4 touchdowns for us, and he never got another touchdown with the Dallas Cowboys after his rookie season.
Man, I don't see what's that. I really like the Martellus Bennett too. We ain't had like a real athletic tight end since. Mm-hmm. Well, Rico, but he didn't do nothing. Count. Yeah, he don't count. We ain't had. I've been wanting Dak Prescott to have an athletic tight end too, man. I really had like somebody who is a definite mismatch. Now I like Schultz, but he's not one of them guys I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a Kelsey or somebody who just athletic and they always open because of their mismatch. They a true mismatch. So
yeah, can't wait to get that get back on the Bills. Yeah, we sure play them this year.
Yeah, we got to spin they block because they smacked us around and Cole Beasley had the last laugh on us.
Mm-hmm. And the boys went to the AFC Championship. No, they did not that year. They got knocked out the first round by Deshaun Watson. I remember that shit.
I feel you, King G. We just telling the truth though. It ain't slander. It's just he pushed them boys back though. I think that's undeniable. Like after you see the stats that he just said, like it's like, hey, he left and they turned up, bro. King, like it ain't not. And you was hearing rumbles like that when he was here. You was hearing rumbles. Yeah, Hendershot might be the next most athletic one we done seen. And did you hear what Brian Brody said about Hendershot?
What'd he say?
He said like the consensus, like what he been hearing in the building is like they looking at Hendershot being better than Ferguson. Trap. He said that's the sense he getting. I think on one of them draft shows, man, Brian Brody said the sense he getting is Hendershot is the better tight end in the building. Like they looking at him like he better than Ferguson. And when I heard that, I'm like, that might say that we finna draft a tight end. I hope not. I hope
number
not.
26.
I hope not, bro. Because that sounds like they might be low on Ferg, but I like him though. I think he can play. I don't know what they talking about, but that's what Brian Brody said. That's like the sense that he get from the building that they looking at Hendershot as being better.
It doesn't really matter. I thought it was going to be a 2 tight end set anyway. That's what you tried to sell us on when you got rid of Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who better. Just Y'all get out there. Y'all make something work.
Get it done.
And get it done. Because you don't give me like 500, like 600 some yards, I'm gonna beat your ass.
What's happening with the Jameson Taylor? Everybody rocking. Aaron R. Archer Sr. What's happening? Said Benny wrote a children's book. Man, it's very interesting on this Saturday, man. I mean, it's Sunday. It's an interesting Sunday. I did not know that. I'm learning a whole lot of stuff today. I ain't know this man wrote a children's book. That's crazy. Trey Manning said people afraid of out tight end room, but I actually like our tight ends. I like them too.
I don't know if it is that landlord. You can use Henny in that wide receiver role low key. Well, this is the thing. Like people are saying that these guys are athletic. If you look at how they tested out, Dalton Schultz tested out better than these guys. Ran the faster 40, jumped a higher, had a higher 40 vertical, higher, longer jump. Like the measurable shit, like he actually measured out better than these guys. He ran a 4.7, they ran 4.8s, right? Yeah. So like, if you just look at like the stuff that you can test for, it doesn't really say that. Now on film, you might see something different, because just because you test out good does not mean that you play with the same athleticism that you test out with in shorts and a muscle shirt. But I don't see it. Like I still don't think that they're super athletic, game changing tight ends themselves. I think their ceiling is about what Dalton Schultz is.
I think I think them together make up an outstanding tight end. That's what I think. What's going on?
Yeah. That's probably what would be the best way to say it. And if we're being honest, in the West Coast offense, you're not going to be throwing to your tight end that damn much anyway, right? That's why you brought in Brandon Cooks. That's why you're scouting these different wide receivers. That's why there's rumors about Mike McCarthy being smitten with Trey Palmer. So, I think they're going to use the wide receivers more. I think you'll see more three wide receiver sets, and then the power run to the opposite side. I don't necessarily think that they'll run a lot of 12 personnel. It just really depends. It's going to be a brainchild because Brian Schottenheimer likes the 12 personnel. Mike McCarthy really doesn't. Not for the most part. Not from his history. So I don't know. It's going to be real interesting to me to see what the hell they do.
One of the scariest things to think about is Mike McCarthy do like an athletic tight end. He do.
Okay.
He like a big one though.
In the draft.
Well,
not in this draft.
Nobody but Washington. Washington, but yeah. I don't know about
then there ain't no damn no real film on Washington. Like he a
not
real
really.
Backup.
He been a backup at Georgia.
I said, I wouldn't take a first round tight end anyway. Look at the last tight ends taken in the first. Taken in the first round. Ain't none of them guys pan out. OJ Howard, was a free agent this year, right? What the other boy for the Atlanta Falcons ain't did
Kyle
shit.
Pitts, yeah.
Yeah,
he had like 800 yards, I think, this year.
Fam, listen to me. He's taking more career snaps at wide receiver than tight end. What was the purpose? I
told y'all, look, I love a hybrid tight end, but a skinny tight end ain't nothing but a wide receiver, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If I could put a big corner on you, you ain't no tight end.
Like, you're not even playing the position they drafted you for. Like, you're playing wide receiver in the NFL. So, like, are you really a tight end, my guy?
Yeah, that's like I said, a skinny tight end, it defeats the purpose. Because, like, the whole nature of tight end, you want him to be too big for a corner to be able to guard him. You know what I'm saying? If a corner can guard you, it's night-night for you.
Yeah, too big for a corner and too fast for a linebacker.
For a linebacker. Yeah, that's the perfect threshold for a great tight end. You don't want him to be small enough for a cornerback to step in front of him and feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the dominant tight ends in his league. Travis Kelce is bigger than a normal wide receiver, and he's bigger than every cornerback you put up against him. Now, the Cowboys got these hybrid players. Like, most teams don't have the players that we have. Like, we have a J-Ron Curse to be able to match up with somebody like that. Most teams don't have a tool like that in their utility belt. You know what I'm saying? We do. So, it's a difference when it comes to us compared to everybody else. But typically, you don't have a player who's big, strong, and fast enough to guard a real, true tight end. Shout out to Paul Reservoir in the building, man. What's happening? What's happening? We just in here vibing to the Cowboys. Brian Peters says Pitts had 1,000 yards this past season, but only 3 touchdowns in 2 seasons. Yeah, I thought he had a pretty good season because I like Kyle Pitts, honestly. I liked him.
Yeah, that was 2021.
Yeah, I liked him, honestly.
But this is the thing. He's not lining up as a damn tight end is what I'm trying to say.
He's like an Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram I think Ingram even more slender than he is.
He lined up in the slot 347 times for his career. He lined out wide as a wide receiver 254 times, and he's only taking 181 snaps in line as a tight end. Yeah. 181 snaps in 2 years as a tight end, compared to 254 and 347 playing different wide receiver positions.
A skinny tight end, bro. I mean, a skinny.
So
yeah.
He has about 600 snaps at wide receiver and under 200 snaps as tight end. What I'm trying to say. So it's not that he's not productive, but he's not a damn tight end.
Facts. I said the same thing. He's a weapon, but I wouldn't say he's a tight end. Cause like, look how long it took Evan Ingram to find his way. Now he was with the stinking Giants. Now, you know what I'm saying? He was with the stinking Giants with no quarterback really, but. It took him a minute to find his way. Huh?
Yeah, and it wasn't earned, but he earned a Pro Bowl selection with the Giants too. So
yeah. Them skinny tight ends. But like you see they still dealt them, then he get traded or he just left in free agents.
Who?
Ingram.
Evan Ingram?
Yeah.
I think he left in free agency.
So you still want to sign your player if you high on them, you'll sign them. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? They went too high on them. Said, can we petition Jared to go get Kyle Pitts and call it a day? Hey, I've seen some of our Cowboy content creators on that mission. They saying, hey, if you want a tight end at 26, just go trade for Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? With your first round pick. Trap. Better than getting Don Kincaid. I feel like if that's what you finna do, go get Kyle Pitts.
Right. Yeah, I feel you with that, man. I do that before.
Yeah. I don't want Don Kincaid, bro. I ain't saying that he's not a good player, but I don't think we should be reaching for him at 26. Brian Peters said 28 receptions for 356 yards, 2 touchdowns as a rookie. Last year, 1,026 and 6-8 receptions, but only 1 touchdown. Thought he would score more. That could be your OC not being able to utilize him, though, honestly. But if he had that, them some good numbers. Man, them some good-ass numbers. I ain't gonna lie. 6-8 receptions.
Last year he had 56 targets, 28 catches, 356 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Kyle
the year
Pitts?
before, the year before when he had the 1,000-yard season.
Ah, man, he didn't do nothing last year then, did he?
No.
That's crazy. That is with the Falcons, though. They ain't have no quarterback. It gotta be tough to get up and want to go have motivation to play for the Texans and the Falcons and stuff like that. Like, come on. That's something we got to take into consideration with Brandon Cooks, too. Like, who wants to play for the Texans? Like, nobody.
Right. All right, so I got 2 questions here that I'm going to answer. He said, who I want at pick number 26. I just want the best player available. And listen, I'm not taking a quarterback or a tight end. So anybody that's good at, at any other position.
Even running back? Even running back?
Okay. Yes, like I damn sure would take Jahmyr Gibbs, and like if Lord forbid Bijan Robinson was to fall, I would take his ass too.
I'm taking him in a heartbeat.
Wide receiver, like there are several guys I would add. I'm just not adding a tight end because it never works out. You can always use offensive line depth. You can always use defensive line depth. You can always use cornerback depth because you only got 1 year of Stephon Gilmore. So I'm fine with anything except for quarterback because he's not gonna play.
Facts.
And then I'm not gonna spend a top pick on a tight end. They never pan out.
See,
in the first round.
We just in a wonderful situation to where we don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? We almost like a rich man. You don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do anything. We might choose to go either one of these positions. Like, the board is open for us now. That's the benefit of having a real coach and Big Mike Soprano. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
Mike McCarthy has positioned us to be in a great position to where we don't have to be desperate for anything. We don't have to reach for anybody. Like, honestly, bro, I really think we could suit up and go today, right now. What you think? Like, real talk. We could play right now. I don't know how long. You know, we might need some depth in a couple of games with Tyron Smith and stuff like that. But we can strap up and suit up right now and play today. And I'd be confident. So that's the luxury you have when you got a coach that's leaving no stone unturned, that's doing every single thing he need to do. You know what I'm saying? The whole draft board is open for us. And that's what I like the most. So I ain't really too stressed about either position we pick. As long as it ain't that stupid. That's what I'm looking for. Like, the more likely pick would be an offensive line player. Maybe a guard or a tackle. I'm not sure how they view Tyler Smith just yet. Not sure how they viewing Tyron Smith just yet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King G with the $2 soup. I appreciate you, sir. He says, I don't believe in BPA. Changed my mind. You don't believe in BPA?
Well, listen.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Best player available got you CeeDee Lamb. It got you Michael Parsons. Yeah. It got you Travis Frederick. It got you your offensive line when they were healthy. So all the good players that we drafted BPA, right, best player available, they worked for you. The one time they did not work, the one time that you did not do BPA with Taco Charlton, you did scheme fit over best player available. So you missed out on TJ Watt. So there you go. Like every time that we've gone BPA in the draft, right? Because listen, we did not need to get a running back 4th overall, but damn it, Ezekiel Elliott was the best damn player available. We took him, and you guess what? Because you went best player available in the first round, it made life easier for everybody. It made life easier for your defense, and it made life easier for your rookie quarterback.
Shout out to Mr. President 6060. I don't know if I ever seen you, but welcome to the trap, sir.
Salute.
Shout out to you. But Hen was cooking. Now, I ain't mean to interrupt you, but you was cooking on that best player available. King G, you got to take that into consideration, bro. The thing about it is, best player available, like he said, that's the reason we got CeeDee Lamb. That's the reason we got Michael Parsons. The best player available is basically the safest way to go about your board. See, it's really structured as you have a big board, though. You have to have your big board. So whatever that player ranks as, now it's risky if you don't have good scouts now. You know what I'm saying? But we have a phenomenal scout. And I say if I slice the pie, King G, if I put it up, like if I made it into portions, I say the best player available theory is like made up with probably like 90% best player available and like 10% need. Cause it's a little need in there. But it's literally mostly best player available. So I wouldn't say it's 100% best player available. Cause like we said, it could be a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It could be you know what I'm saying, something weird. So you're not just gonna draft a player just cause he's good, but most of the time you're gonna draft cause he's good. So like we said, I think that pie, if I made best player available into a pie graph, I think it'll be 90% best player available, 10% need. Now when you get to messing that pie up, that's when you start getting Taco Charltons and stuff. You feel what I'm saying here? Because that's when you start reaching. Think about it. If you see the best linebacker on the board, but you reaching for a guard, now you might be going to get the wrong player. See what I'm saying? And now you overlooking a great player just to go get somebody you feel like you need. So BPA is the safest way to draft. Because look, the thing about BPA, and now this will be in closing because I'm going to have to get ready to wrap it up in a second. But the best thing about BPA is you might not be getting what you think you might need, but guess what? You know you're getting somebody good. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing about best player available. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know that this is a good player. Because sometimes you might be like, he fits my scheme, but is he this good of a player? Because if it was both aspects, it wouldn't even be a debate. We wouldn't even be discussing this. If that player was that good and fit your scheme, it'll be a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be an aspect to where you're not too sure. You know what I'm saying? It got to be an aspect to that. So I feel like nobody operates on 100% BPA. So I think that's what you mean. But I think that 10% is involved. What you think about that, Hen?
Yeah, I agree with that because, like I said, I don't want a tight end or a damn quarterback. Even if
so yeah, that's your 10%. So, that's what it was. Like, so I just explained it in a paragraph form and in my way, and you explained it in your way because you basically laid out your 10%. You know what I'm saying? You said no quarterbacks and no tight ends. So. You know what I'm saying? You still understood the same principle. So we basically said the same thing in different ways. So I don't think nobody would just go straight BPA. Nobody. I think that's when you'll be foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Johnson said might as well go best player available or rookie from this year draft going to have a hard time playing this year, get players for the long run. I'm not going to say that.
Though, not except for defensive line and offensive line. Everybody else might, or running back. Everybody else might be in struggle.
Running back is going to play. Offensive line is going to play. Defensive line is going to play. Damn it! Listen.
Hold on. Allegedly.
Hold on.
We ain't sure about defensive line, but go ahead.
I know 100% sure that if you draft a defensive tackle, they're going to play
in the first round.
Nigga, you drop a defensive tackle top 100. You don't have a one take.
Bruh, it take them boys some years. You just because you draft him, that don't mean he gonna play.
It depends on the player.
Yeah.
It depends on the player. You're not telling me that Mozzie Smith is not gonna play for you.
Yeah, he'll play because you'll have to draft him in the first.
No, it depends. He has anywhere from a first to a second round grade. It depends on how they feel about him.
It's so many aspects to the draft, bro. Because think about this. We've seen the Cowboys draft people and force them to play because of what they drafted them at. And they weren't even that good. We done seen that. We done seen that. So it's so many different aspects to drafts and strategies and stuff. But I feel like we done got out of that habit. Like, we spent the first on this guy, he's going to play. Like, I think we got out of that when we seen Tristan Hill not play. You know what I'm saying? Because that hurt the Cowboy, bro. You know how much we value our picks? That really hurt us. Like, then that was our pseudo first-round pick that year. Like, not letting Tristan Hill play, and we still, look, that kind of go against what you said. Look, we just said, we drafted Tristan Hill second round. That was our first pick, and he didn't play. He played, but he didn't play.
Did he not get hurt? Because I'm pretty sure he got hurt.
But he never got to play. He never played again for real. You know what I'm saying? He never was a staple on his team.
And he had been hurt like every damn year. So like that's a different scenario. Like you can't.
Yeah, I give you that one. I give you that one. But what I'm saying is defensive line is not a guarantee that they gonna play. That's the only reason I said allegedly, because them guys might come in and be overwhelmed by this grown man scruff now with the F's on them, with that scruff. They might not be able to handle these grown men here. It's kind of iffy on that D-line. But like we said, that was a good – who said that? That was a great question because he was like, what he said who was going to play? That was a great question. That was a great question. Yeah, that was Chris Johnson on Facebook. No, on YouTube.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, man.
Yeah, that was a great question right there. Well, comment. But, yeah, that's a good way to look at it because like you said, it ain't many positions. This team is strong with the K. That's what I like about it. You know what I'm saying? This team is strong with the K. This is this is the position you be in with a real coach, y'all. This is what I'm telling y'all, man. Mike McCarthy got this team solid. We solidified at most positions. We really just need depth overall. Like, that's why I told y'all, I'm ready to suit up right now. I like my chances right now. Like, no lie. I just be afraid that time when somebody on the O-line get hurt. That's the only thing I be afraid of. I just roll with my defensive tackles, all that. Let's go. I'm good because I seen them survive like that. You see what I'm saying? We've seen them survive. I got supreme confidence in my defense. I do. right now. That's before any improvements. So that right there let you know Mike McCarthy got this team on the right path, y'all. I really do think y'all. We gotta get that man his respect, man. Real talk.
Trap.
But man, I really enjoyed this show. I think this was a good show right here, man. I enjoyed you coming through, rocking with me in the trap, man.
Oh, anytime, man. I appreciate you for inviting the liquor store in.
Yes,
you know what's
sir.
Hey, it's Sunday, but we still having communion over here. We selling the communion wine, and if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, still half off. Like the Lord will forgive you. You're doing the Lord's work by slapping the shit out of an Eagles fan. They are the devil.
Facts. Preach.
Hey, and before y'all report me, the Lord knows my heart. He knows I'm playing.
It's only jokes, people. Allegedly. But man, let the people know where to find you at, man. I got to get ready to go to this day job, unfortunately.
Yeah, my guy, it's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. You can catch me on YouTube at HTM Sports. Twitter, same thing, HTM Sports. And on Facebook, it's Henny the Moore spelled out. I appreciate y'all for the love and the support. Tap in. I'll be on a little bit later with the boy JC.
Already, man. I appreciate everybody, all the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all make sure y'all come check us out. And I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Go check out HTM at the end. Once he crank back up, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and tap in. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
I appreciate you, Mr. Hen, man.
The same day. Ain't no looking back, bitch, came a long
Yes,
way.
sir.
I know that they mad, but let them hate.
Let's get it. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like on the way out, man. I've been still on my uphill battle to get to 100 likes, so y'all help your boy out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.